Hey, good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Barney Streams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Friday, so yeah, I'm going to just probably post maybe 3 times a week. Use that. We'll see how it goes. I may go back to daily. Who knows? It's been really kind of hectic at work and had some pet issues, so it's just been kind of hard to focus. So let's get started here. I'm going to use the Runic Tarot today for the reading and the Witch's Tarot for clarifying. And let's see what we got going on today into the weekend. What do we have? Current situation. Page of Wands, present influence. Queen of Swords, future influence. 8 of Swords, unexpected. 9 of Cups, that's good. Challenge. 7 of Cups, strength. Where does this lead? Temperance. Ace of Cups. And the World. Okay, advice. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. It feels like, it feels like some new energy. And I feel like we had this recently. I mean, I know I haven't posted for a while, but I feel like this came up somewhere because I'm getting the overall feeling of, because the Page of Wands also feels like an Ace of Wands to me to some degree. The Page is the youngest court. Plus, they kind of just take off and do whatever they feel like doing and not overthink it. And although it could be a message, but I'm going to clarify that Queen of Swords to get more information. But it's like, regardless of whether this is a message or not, there's a feeling here of, getting moving, like getting going, motivated, energy, putting action towards something that you're doing. Again, I'm gonna the Queen of Swords is in the present influence. That's the wrong way. The Queen of Swords here is in the present influence, so this does feel like something that you're focused on. She's facing that page too and going, okay, I've got to. There's a feeling of focus on doing something and jumping in, and it's not necessarily overthinking because the Queen of Swords is here, like she is thinking. So however, there's a warning here with that 8 of Swords because that overthinking can get us stuck. But I do feel like, looking at that page, this page is what I want to do. I'm going to clarify the Page of Swords first, or Page of Wands first. What is this Page of Wands in the current situation? What is the Page of Wands in the current situation? Page, let's see, 3 cards. 10 of Cups, 6 of Swords, Temperance. Yeah, there's a feeling of like, I feel like the relationship could be anything. It's a comfort, and you're feeling like, oh, I need to get away from that. And that Page of Wands is the action of moving away from that. With the Temperance is kind of like realizing that there needs to be more kind of a balance. But I also feel like that Temperance is really about the alchemy piece. Like I see Temperance as an alchemy card a lot. And I feel like I got to create something for myself. Instead of, I feel like you're moving away from or relationships in general because you're trying to find your own way. I've got to, do something for me to make the changes that I want to change, because the Page of Wands is about changes. The page is that energy of, again, like jumping in, but it comes from realizing that, I gotta move away from this, and I've got to make my own way, so to speak. Let's go ahead and clarify the Queen of Swords real quick here. What is this energy and the influence? It'll be interesting. So what is the influence, please? That was the death card. Whoop. What is the Queen of Swords? High Priestess, Sun, Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there's, yeah, that's the struggle here though, is the choices. So, um, I think you want something more, the Queen of Swords is the influence that's going, I need to do this. And it comes from a place where you need to, I think it's like trust though. I feel like it's the Hierophant is about trust. And I say that in trusting in the divine and trusting in yourself to reach the happiness. And that's what you're pointed at. But you realize that you have the choices. And that's the key here of jumping in. If I move away from this with the Page of Wands, then I can, have more control over my destiny. There is something here in the future that's the Eight of Swords. Now, this is, I talk about especially this Eight of Swords. Are the swords being held by somebody, or are you imagining? In other words, are you stuck really? Is it coming from somebody, or is it just coming from in your own mind? You think that you're stuck, like you can't get out of something because you're stuck in it. Tell me about the Eight of Swords, please, and the future influence. What is this Eight of Swords? Interesting. There's something here that is keeping you hung in there, and it comes from something, an evolution from the past, or a rebirth of something from the past, and whoever or whatever it is has to do with kind of the kindness. So this is what makes it hard, because the Knight of Cups is hard to walk away from. They are like they're kind, they're nice, they're sweet. They can come off that way. But the Justice says, remind you, what is the right thing? What is the truth to this? So I feel like that's what's got you stuck, because there's some kindness happening and will come in here in the next couple days. And it feels good. It feels like a renewal, and it feels good. And it feels happy. But there's the Eight of Swords. Isn't about being stuck. It's about getting out of something, like I need to get out of this the best way possible, but you want to do it in a kind and just way, to find that true balance. There's something here though, really about finding the true balance. I like this, that the Nine of Cups is coming in and you're unexpected. So the Nine of Cups is about reaching our desires, right? So what is this unexpected Nine of Cups? I like it. I mean, I do. I feel like your challenge and your strength are good too, because Seven of Cups makes sense to me as a challenge. It's always hard when you're trying to make decisions and make choices. Sometimes when you just have one, you can only go one direction, it's easier because you don't have a choice. And sometimes making those choices is hard. So what is this Nine of Cups? Tell me what this Nine of Cups is. Okay, the Shadow, Six of Wands, Six of Swords. Yeah, whatever. So this is that energy, this is that Knight of Cups energy, is the shadow side. Again, like that stuck feeling. The Six of Wands, though, is the recognition of needing to move on. So there's a feeling to me like you're going to completely understand why you need to move on. Um, I don't think it's harsh or anything, but I think I want to do something here. What sparks this nine? Oh, the sadness. So yeah, this is if there was something. Well, again, that shadow side is the Devil card, and it's so this. I asked what sparks, right? The Nine of Cups, and it's Three of Swords. So there's something here where you totally recognize that you need to walk away, because I feel like what this Nine of Cups is, believe it or not, there may be someone that comes back around that reminds you of why you need to move on. I think it's hard. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think it's like it. And even though the nine of cups is good, so this needs to happen. But this is the overall feeling I'm getting. And yeah, I do. Um, so it's exactly what you need to help you move forward. So what is the Seven of Cups? So what are our choices here? I feel like, I mean, this is, I think anytime we have choices to move forward, stay, go, come, whatever the options are, it can be hard because if there's a situation that is hard for you to leave in the first place and you have an option to not leave, it may make it really hard. If you don't have that option and it's just the end of it, it's easy to walk away, right? It's easier, not easy. Excuse me. You don't have a choice. The challenge wouldn't be the Seven of Cups. The challenge would be Three of Swords or Ten of Swords, right? So, what is the Seven of Cups, please? Three of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, there's like a feeling here where you're going to be set up with choices. So, like the Three of Cups is celebration, and the Queen of Cups is that caring piece, and then the Queen of Pentacles is, doing all of the things that you need to do and take care of, and kind of work related, or more so, even um, kind of a more stoic, where the Queen of Cups is definitely more empathetic and helpful and nice. I feel like there's going to be something that comes in where you have to determine. What how to act, and that's your hard part. So that's going to be a challenge because it's up to you, again, your choice on how to approach, either with that Queen of Cups or the Queen of Pentacles. Now keep in mind, the Queen of Pentacles is pretty, it's not matter of fact like the Queen of Swords. It's more looking out for your own good, looking out for your family, your home, what's important to you, your job, your money, your stability, basically, versus the Queen of Cups is that empathetic piece. So the strength is in your strength, which, I think just knowing that you have the courage and the strength to, move forward with this, I like it. I like that in your strength. Tell me more about the strength. Yeah, King of Swords, Page of Swords. Yeah, there may be, I think, I think that you'll be able to withstand maybe some messages that seem kind of sharp. And I think, though, overall, you realize that you have the power, the Six of Pentacles, believe it or not. That's how I feel about this right now. But I feel like this could be that you will be able to withstand this. The King of Swords, Page of Swords. And when I say withstand, that is if there's some hard words or something of that nature where you're like, you know, I got this. Because I feel like the Six of Pentacles tells me that you'll be in your, like, having faith of where you're at and having faith of what you have. The Six of Pentacles is at a point where they have enough to give, and you'll know exactly what to give and what not to. So I feel like that's really important with your strength card, because that, when you overgive, that leads you right back around. So I like this too, because it leads to the Temperance, the Ace of Cups, and then the World. The Temperance to me is going back to that alchemy piece, that you're able to make what you want out of this. It's up to you. And I feel like where this leads is you really embracing that Temperance card. I really like it a lot. Tell me about the Temperance. Oh, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the World. So yeah, there is, it's, I mean, you have to decide. There's a new opportunity that will feel you make you feel a little bit conflicted, but the world also says that you're very capable. Also, it says that there's a piece of things coming to an end now. You've reached that pivotal time with the world. Now, we do have the world back here again, too. So I do feel like there's a graduation coming on, like not necessarily from school, but, leveling up for yourself, how you feel, how you deal with things. So there is that energy, but I do feel like this temperance is you realizing that I almost feel like you can't, the conflict comes from the temperance is the reaction to the conflict, basically. Um, I can do whatever I want to do. I can take this opportunity and make what I want out of it. And that's, but it comes from that you were being conflicted about something, and it has to do with the Ace of Pentacles in the world. Do I start something new? But I can't do that until I complete this other thing. So, but then we have the Ace of Cups. So there is something happening here that is a spark, is a new feeling, is a new something. What is this Ace of Cups? Ace of Cups can be a new relationship, but it also um, it can be creative. It can be a new feeling about yourself, how you look at yourself. New relationship with, I feel like this is pretty personal. I don't think, let's see, what is this Ace of Cups, please? Mm-hmm. Four of Cups, 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands. I feel like the new beginning is that you realize that what you've had your eyes set on has been really hard and putting a lot of burden on you. And it's given you a lot of conflict in things in general. And I feel like this is a new feeling coming from that, and maybe having a new focus instead of the old focus of the Four of Cups, because it's been overwhelming and it's been conflicting. So you're creating your own new, I don't know, I want to say direction almost in love, in relationships, in yourself, in your relationship with yourself, understanding what's really happening. It feels to me like it's an emotional awakening, this Ace of Cups, because I feel like this is not an easy thing. But what's really odd is that Nine of Cups is the realization that you will be able to understand what's happening and why you need to change the way things are. Like, do get out of that stuck feeling, like getting away from that sadness, that situation. So the world is next. What is this world? So the world is, to me, like an ending of a cycle. Um, but it's a positive thing. To me, the world is a successful conclusion. It's not a negative card by any means. Like the Ten of Swords to me is a scary kind of ending, but this is the ending that allows you to start something new. Clears the way, basically, because it leads to the Fool. Tell me about the world, please. Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, and Wheel. Yeah, there is definitely something new coming in. Now, and then the Nine of Cups was at the bottom of the deck there. So yeah, the Eight of Pentacles, working on taking care of yourself and understanding that the work that you've done, it's time to move forward. It's time to move and keep going. So that world, yes, is an ending to a new beginning, which is the Wheel. I mean, this is really nice that this energy is what you've learned, the energy you put in. Eight of Pentacles, mastering a skill, the Empress, being empathetic, but being able to also take care of yourself, the people around you that are important to you, and understanding that it's time. It's time. The wheel is time. It's time to move on, and it's really nice energy moving forward. So the advice is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles here in this deck, this person's not doing well, and his friend over here is going to go get help. He leaves him his jacket, his coat. When he does, he's leaving himself without that jacket. So he's facing the cold to go try to find help for his friend. So I think that the key here is understand that you may feel like you're left out in the cold, that it may feel like that temporarily, but you'll only feel like that until the help comes, which is coming. So in this card, it's coming. So understand that sometimes it takes sacrifice to really change, change a situation, change how you view a situation, start something new, but it's a temporary sacrifice. It's like, I'm going to use a really weird analogy. I'm going to say, like, it's like when you have a really bad toothache and excuse me, okay, that going into the dentist is going to be miserable, but you have to make that sacrifice to go in there and get that tooth yanked, and it's going to suck for a while, but in the end you're feeling even better. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's a short-term sacrifice and it's going to suck, but once you heal from that, it's it's better, like completely better. Like, oh, I don't have pain every day anymore. So it's those short-term sacrifices that we know we have to make that are hard, and they stink and they suck, but it's the it's the outlook of knowing that you can get through it. And I think that's the key here, as with this reading. Is there anything else we need to know today? Anything else? Oh, Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You have to have an ending to get a new beginning. Ten of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups. So yeah, there's definitely an ending that needs to take place to allow the freedom of an Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Cups here as well. And then the Queen of Cups is to really reach what's really important to you and what will make you feel good in the long run. Even though with this Five of Swords or Five of Pentacles in your advice is not easy, but all in all, it's going to lead to a better understanding, not only of yourself, of the situation, because you can have hindsight now. I feel like there's also like going to be something that you will learn. There was a couple pages here that I feel like there might be something that you will learn that'll help you through this. So there you have the reading for today. Please let me know what you think. Take care. Have a beautiful day.